Don't judge, I wanna you be judge yourself. So are you out the business judging someone else? Do you know what's coming at you when retribution got you? Yeah, yeah. Don't judge, I wanna you be judge yourself. So are you out the business judging someone else? Don't you know what's coming at you? Are you frost? So what happened to them? Are you my judge? You keep hating and grudge, but anything will rise against I, made me like fudge. Are you my jury? You lay your verdict with fury.
Greetings, RAS CHIDI.
Greetings, Lieutenant John. Greetings.
Okay. How you feeling this moment?
Well, we give thanks for life. You don't know me, brother. You know, every day we are in these serious times of our life on earth right now. We give thanks for life, you know. So, yeah, man. Sure.
Okay. What part of the world are we talking to you from right now?
Well, right now I'm in the cold part of Germany.
Okay. What part
of Germany? Yeah, I'm in the south side of Germany, close to Munich, but in Bayern in Germany.
Okay. Oh, okay. Let's start by talking about you. You have a beautiful profile, a sound engineer, a music promoter, into event, into TV, into so many things, especially promoting reggae. How did the whole passion came about?
Well, you know, this is something that has been in us. You know, it's not like we moved out of ourselves, you know. When I was little, I've always been someone who is like inquisitive to know more about things going on around me, yeah. And the first moment I heard reggae music from my bigger cousins those days, like Iroy and Euro, you know, it struck a chord in me, you know. But I was like little, you know, I used to go around for them, and then again, the next stage was when I was a little bit older. I was, you know, I used to ride with my dad to the village countryside, and he had this fast, you know, those fast cassettes they used to have back in the days. And the track, Monkey Man, was inside it by Toots and the Maters. And that struck a chord also with me. But entertainment is something like I could say it come probably from my mother's side, because she was then in a cultural group then, and I used to always improvise with them. When the drummer mama was not around, I used to come and beat the drums for them during rehearsals and all those things. Now myself was also in a traditional musical band or musical group, not a band, growing up also. So yeah, this thing with entertainment has always been there inside me. But when I left the shores of Africa, it blossomed more, though I met my first Rasta friend then in Nigeria, in Lagos. And then the whole process came on, you know, and I ended up having my first locks in Nigeria, even before I left the continent or the country also. And but coming over to Europe, you know, it kind of gave me the space to like dig deeper into this new kind of way of life I embrace, you know, which is part of me. It wasn't alien to me. When I saw the Rasta man who helped me to lock up my first dreads in Lagos, then it was like connecting back to self. It wasn't like, you know, something new to me in a way. So yeah, this is the process. And then it's been developing, and then I ended up doing sound engineering, and then I ended up doing a lot of things with artists on the promotional side and so forth and so on.
Okay, is this something you always wanted to be, right, when you are growing up?
Well, like I said, it's something in me. You know, it's not like I want to be it. It just probably was to express myself.
Okay.
You know, it's not like something outside me. You know, it was natural for me to embrace both Rasta levity and reggae music, right? Because I've always been a bit militant in a way. I always question things that come my way. I don't just swallow it. Though my parents had conceptualized a different kind of, you know, lifestyle for me. I went to a seminary school where I was supposed to be a Catholic priest. So you can imagine from that dimension to the Rasta side of living. So
Okay, let's talk about you being a Rasta. How did the Rasta started? When can you
Well, like I said, yeah, it's like when I met my first Ray Rasta friend then in Lagos. During the days I was then in the university already, so it's not like I was very small. Easy Skanky, may he rest in power. He passed away a long time ago. You know, when I met him in Lagos, then at the Bar Beach, where he had a small, you know, kiosk where he used to sell his things, then drinks and all those things. And I was watching them, you know, then they had this new bank that was built then on the island of Lagos, the IMB bank that was like a pyramid on pure glass all through. And so during the lunchtime of the bankers, they used to come to the beach to kind of, you know, while away time and have something to eat and drink. And most of them come to Izzy's place because Izzy was always playing good dubs and he had some good things to sell also. And he was always reasoning with the brothers there. And I was like, wow, so a Rasta man can even talk to guys on suit and tie, you know, and they are listening to him. So this was my first confrontation of a Rasta man very close by, because when we used to see them then, you know, as youth, we were thinking always different things because of the stereotype attached to someone who has locks in Nigeria. So I had to approach Easy, you know, and try to find out more about this lifestyle he's inside. And after, you know, just to cut it short, I disturbed him for, if nothing else, if nothing less than 2 months, because I was telling him that I need to dread my locks, you know. He said, no, so long as you stay by your parents or with your parents, you're gonna cut it. Because for him, he had to leave his house because of his locks from his parents then. And I promised heaven and earth I wasn't gonna cut it. He refused to dread my locks for me. And but through persistence and disturbance and so forth, he finally budged and dreaded my locks. So my first dreadlocks was done by Easy Skanking, then the true Rastaman. Yeah, Easy Skanking was, and he's a very intelligent guy. He also went to the university.
What year was that? What year was that?
Well, if I have to remember, that was sometime around 81 or 82.
Wow, and since then the dreadlock has been there.
No, he was lost one time, or kind of, he went on a kind of a sabbatical one time, and this was when my first son's grandmother passed away. I had to be the one that would take care of that process of. Then I was already in Europe, right? So I had to be the one that would call the police. She passed away very young from cancer, and so I had to be the one that would, you know, take care of the whole process, because I was in the house then. And after that, in honor of that and in just to sanctify myself, I decided to take up the covenant the first time. And then, but since after that, this was then around 96 or 97. I was already in Europe then, right? Many years, and then but since then it's been there, and all things equal, you keep staying there. But this is part of just the identity, you know. The rating is right in here, you know. You see me, because from when I got to embrace the culture, I had to dig deeper to know really what I'm doing. You know, I was searching to know more. Izzy gave me the fundamentals in Nigeria before I left. It wasn't up to a year after I had my first dreadlocks, I had to leave Nigeria, you know.
Okay. Somebody told me that it's not easy to be a Rasta in Nigeria because you can respect or obey all the laws. What do you have to say about that? Because
yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Because so many things attached to it. We're talking about being natural, and you know, the whole thing happening in Nigeria. A friend called V-Time Fire. He's a Rasta man too, down there in Austria, but back in Nigeria. But he became a Rasta for like a 1 year, but he couldn't achieve the perfect levity of Rasta Pharism in Nigeria, because he has to mix sometimes, because we don't have some kind of natural fruits them have down there in Jamaica. So
what are you telling me? Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna follow.
Okay, no, that was our discussion. It was like you can't be 100% Rasta in Nigeria.
Well, this is the false, how can I put it? It's just, it's not, listen, man.
Yeah, man.
The Jamaicans, came from we. Yeah?
Yeah.
The original concept of this covenant, this liberty, is African.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're leaving Africa if you want to be a Rasta person, or if you take up the covenant to be a Rasta person. You are being purely African. So the Jamaicans you see, because when you do your research, you find out actually that over 80%, if I want to be like a little bit, you know, bogus in my figures, excuse me, they are actually Nigerians, because no slave was carried directly from Africa to Jamaica. The slaves that ended up in Jamaica, if you read the book of Olaodua Ekwano or Christopher Vasa the African, you will see that when he came to the island of Jamaica during his travels as a youth in slavery, he was identifying with his brothers. He's a young Igbo man that was, Igbo boy that was taken into slavery with his sister at a very young age. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to let you know that Jamaicans are Africans. And the Rasta culture is our culture. It's not Jamaican. Jamaicans maybe took it to another level through the music of reggae music, which we're talking about, and through the recognition of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie the First and Empress Menen as Christ in his kingly character on that level. You see?
I'm glad that they always recognize that they are from Africa, don't they? In Jamaica, they always recognize.
Yes, definitely. If you listen to Peter Todd when he say, no matter where you come from, so long as you're a black man, you're an African.
African.
He sang it, and so many of them have been singing it. Now, why I kind of shouted while you were telling me the story of your brethren, that they don't have the kind of foods that they have in Jamaica. And I'm wondering, Africa is paradise. You see, the thing is that until Africans start to realize from the highest, from the presidency to there's no lowest, to the guy on the simple corner. I don't want to use lowest for any human being, because every human being is great. That Africa is paradise.
Yeah, man.
Africa is the basket fruit of the whole world. Africa is where it all started. Yeah, because when you check the Western civilization, you can trace it back to just a couple of thousand years ago. But when you trace our own story, not his story, our story, you can trace up to millions of years back in existence.
Yeah.
So they just found some brewery in Egypt of the other day. So we have food in Africa, you know. Yeah, I started my logs in Nigeria. I told you about easy skanking. So it's not about not having the right food to be a Rasta. But the thing you said is true. It's hard to be a Rasta man in Africa because through the cultural clash and the abuse we've gone through as Africans. Listen, my brother, we are the only race in this life that have gone through four phases of slavery. Yeah, man. Yeah. And then putting on top the colonization, 2,000 years of Arab slavery and about 500 years of Western slavery on us. Yeah, man. And then you put again the colonization on top and the westernized whitewash of our story, then you won't be surprised when you see your brothers and sisters fighting a man with this kind of hair as something else.
Yeah,
from the top, from the highest top of our hierarchy in government, they have to go back and know themselves and know what it means to be a melanated person, a black person.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have had this also argument. This is not where I want us to go, but let's just talk about it. I have friends that said they have to cut off their dreads because when they go look for a job in Nigeria, because they have dread, nobody want to give them a
this is a fact.
That was crazy for me. When we had
this is a fact, my brother. This is a fact. But when you look at the Western world, I being a Rasta man here in Germany, I have never had these issues looking for job. All I need to prove is that I can do it. They're looking at my hair. Of course, you see one or two prejudice here and there and what they call racism and so forth and so on. It's everywhere. Yeah, outside your own place. You will see people who say, oh, that. But then again, I do my job, you know. I can enter any office. I go and see the governor of this state, Bayan, when I want to. he wouldn't say, he's not looking at my hair. He wants to listen to me and what I want to bring on his table, right? So it's sad that in our continent in Africa, you know, so if it's only the job part, you know, I have been abused by the officers because of this.
Yeah.
You know, intimidated a few times because of this. When they see me, they are looking for ganja, or they are thinking that I'm somebody who is like irresponsible. But I always try my best to try and put them in order. But then again, I've seen the rough side of it. Yeah. I don't want to go into the experience, but what you're saying is a fact. Yeah. So that when I see my own people, I'm looking at my sister, and sister, I don't want to be anything, but when I look at myself and look at you, I'm wondering really what's going on. I'm talking about my sister, Justina. Greetings, my sister. So when we try to keep it natural and we get a fight, and then they promote unnatural, because I just checked the other day, the madam, our mama, our sister who is in charge of NAFDAC, she's going on natural. You know what NAFDAC means? NAFDAC is where they kind of authenticate certain things that enter our country that is good for us, our people. So when the woman in charge of NAFDAC is putting on fake hair and wig, and then you wonder what's going on. You know, and then when you are trying to keep it natural, you get a fight back. Then you see that really, but I know that this is the damage that has been done to our people for many years. It's not an easy thing.
Okay.
You know, we have to relearn. We have to relearn all that we have been taught.
Okay.
You know, yeah, go on, bro.
All right. I think this will be another topic for it's so lengthy, but let's come back. We are in Reggae Month.
Yes, sir.
But this conversation will have a part 2. I will have to do another interview just to address this Rasta liberty, so that we educate them, people them, so that they couldn't know. And so that when they see a man carrying a dread, or when they see a person call himself a Rasta, they not think it wrong. Because it hurts me when we hear them have bad or wrong perspective about Rastafarism liberty, or somebody carrying a dread. So we will leave this. This will lead us to another interview with I. But Rachabono, we are in Reggae Month. 13th of February, being Saturday, there was something that went on, which you were part of it. So let's have a highlight of what went on Saturday as part of the activities celebrating Reggae Month, February 2021. You interviewed so many artists, and let's get to know what you discussed with some of these people and what we can learn, what the listener can learn from it.
All right, my brother. Give thanks, you know, that you were able to know about the program, because we tried to share it. So it's good that you in the media house are keeping in touch with what's going on, as somebody who anchors a very lovely reggae program. So big up the ISN and John. Yes, 13th of February last Saturday to be precise, we had our first event, you know, in the spirit of Reggae Month. We had our first event titled Veterans and Reggae Future Part 1. Yeah. And just like you, I was opportune to anchor that show. It wasn't an easy one, because I'm somebody who most of the time I'm behind the scene, but I had to be in front of the scene this time.
Yeah, I was surprised to see you too.
Yeah, we had some good artists, you know, on the lineup of that event. We had Papa Michigan, the great Papa Michigan and Smiley back in the days.
Yeah, man.
And we had George Dusty Miller, who is the drummer from one of the most foundation good band and everything band in Jamaica.
My interest was more in the drummer.
The Firehouse crew,
you
know, who has produced or who has played for everybody. It's the Firehouse crew that made artists like Sizzler and so on. I mean, anybody can check out the Firehouse crew and check out George Dusty Miller, who was in that produced the album of Gentleman, that got him the Grammy True Supremacy or Superiority, sorry.
Yeah.
And we had Jabba, who is the son of George Miller, you know, lucky enough. And we had Kenny Smith on it. We had Daria and the Fire Force Band also on the night. And we had Dr. Kappa and Yeah, it was an epic event, you know, because, you know, Reggae Month is being celebrated since decades now in Jamaica. If I might, it's over 30 years event. I'm not more sure with dates, but it's a long, you know, event they hold every year in Jamaica every February, because some of the reggae icons also were born in February. We know about Bob Marley and the great Dennis Brown was all born in February. So somehow, because of Bob and probably Dennis, because Bob, they say, is the king of reggae, Dennis is the prince, they decided to put Reggae Month in February. So,
Yeah.
and this was, this event we had on the 13th was under the umbrella of Greg Isaac Foundation. The Isaac Foundation has been in operation in Europe since 2016. It was operated by the late singer's life partner and manager, Mrs. Linda Diana Isaacs, who lives in London. You know, he put this concept up because before Gregory passed on or transitioned, Gregory told this lady that he wants his legacy to live on. He doesn't want to be forgotten after all he has put into the music. So she set up this foundation, and this foundation has been growing in different parts of Africa. And lucky enough, we have the Greg Isaac Foundation in Nigeria, incorporated last year in February 22, to be precise. And I happen to be the director of the GI Foundation in Nigeria. So we will be doing a lot of things with Greg Isaac Foundation in Nigeria, you know, with you guys also in the reggae industry in different ways of playing different roles. So we put up this event in our effort to, like, you know, keep the reggae spirit going, and also to promote those artists that were featured in the first event. They are part of the artists in the Night Notes reading that was released by the Music Foundation, an African museum label. So they were all there. There's a reading called Night Notes Reading. One of the biggest tunes, you know, everybody knows that Night Notes. We had to bring the reading back, played by Flabba Holt, who was the original jammer in the original reading. And all these artists I mentioned, Papa Michigan, they're all voiced on this reading. And it was released last year, you know, and we did a video of various artists, well over 15 artists did a video for the Night Notes reading again. We had our own Nigerian artists based in UK, African, Zimba, on that reading. So you can go to Reggaeville and check out various artists, Night Notes, or just check different platforms for the Night Notes reading released under African Museum label, record label. And so we are promoting these artists and we're working with them. We hope to also bring them to different parts of Africa, Nigeria. You know, so yeah, this was what happened last Saturday, you know.
Okay. This is Night Notes Rhythm.
Right?
Papa Michigan.
Pick it up.
This art is broken into.
Okay, the rhythm have Turbulence, it has Papa Michigan, it has so many people there on the rhythm. Okay, now let's move on. You have been, how long have you been in Germany?
Well, I've been in Germany since 19. Well, yeah, it has not been a great, one-way stretch. I came into Germany in 95.
Okay.
You know, I went to Europe, then I went to first Poland. I continued my study in Poland. And after my studies in Poland, I decided to adventure more to the neighboring country, Germany. 95, I came into Germany. And but after some years in Germany, I went back to Nigeria. And then in Port Harcourt, where we set up Reggae World back in the days, you know, and then I was in Nigeria for a couple of years. And then I returned back again to Germany 2010, thereabout. Left Germany from 95 to 2003. Yeah, okay. And then went to Nigeria, then 2010 and came back again.
Okay, what can you say has been the impact of reggae music down there in Germany?
Man, bro, I was just telling you about Gentleman, you know.
Yeah, me know.
Gentleman, a German brother, who is doing very well with reggae, produced by the album, his first album, Superior, you know, or whatever they call that album, but the track Superior was
tune from that album.
Yeah. So Germany has over 20-something festivals every year. Forget the coronavirus. Yeah, 20-something, and we're speaking about an European country embracing of Black people's music. Yeah. You, Lieutenant John, you know what we went through to try and set up the first Nigerian Reggae Festival 2 years ago. You were there, flesh bone. So you saw it. Just that one alone, you saw what we went through. We sweated.
Yeah, man.
You know, but Germany has over 20 plus reggae festivals every year.
Every year.
And we're not counting about the club shows and the other smaller shows that are
just one in Nigeria. We can't handle it.
We can't even handle it. You see, so it's like the system don't want the youths then. So when you talk about the impact, if you come out on any reggae show, you will see lots of German youths, boys and girls with dreadlocks. They are embracing our culture. They are dancing to our music. They are getting conscious from it. They are taking the music. You tell him, so you say, no man, Rasta, everything cool. You know, he will give you the culture sometimes in a shocking way. You say, blood, sorry for the word, judgment. It's a European you this.
Yeah, man.
You know, you say, yeah, it's an European youth telling you this. He will open some serious chapter in the Bible and give you some quotations and go to Ethiopia and tell you what is in Ethiopia. More than Black people living in Ethiopia. So these are the things that I see, and I know that we have a long work to do back home.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes I give thanks that I'm able to see all these things, you know, going on in life, you know, because you are working something inside you really and truly. It makes you really want to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You are the director of Gregory Isaac Foundation in Nigeria. Okay.
Yeah,
how far with the foundation in Nigeria? How far with it?
Well, yeah, you see now the world is in a very serious time, you know. Gregory Isaac Foundation was incorporated last year, February. Just a few weeks after that, COVID-19 struck the world.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we had planned or conceptualized or meditated in any way to launch the foundation in the summer of 2020, last year, sometime around August, to kind of blend it with a lot of things going on in the African community, with the Black History Month in August. Marcus Garvey is one of the biggest names out of Jamaica. So we wanted to infuse all those things within August or July, you know, which is Gregory's Strong Day, you know, in July 15th, am I right? Maybe.
Yeah.
So we planned out, we set up all this, but then COVID came and slowed us down, and they have not been able to do much. But we have decided to overcome COVID. So we are going to launch Gregory Isaac Foundation this year, usually in July. So look out for that, you know, the whole Gregory fans, all the reggae fans, look out for that. It's going to be an epic event. It's going to be launched because we are not letting coronavirus to hold us back.
So here done in Nigeria.
Sorry, yeah, in Nigeria, but it's going to be a visual launch because of the COVID situation around the world, restrictions in traveling and gatherings and all those things. So we're going to keep it visual. So look out for that. But still, after that visual launch, we're looking forward to the physical one whenever the world gets back to its normal, you know, runs, kind of.
Okay, now we're gradually coming to the end. Let's talk about the current direct flight from Nigeria to Jamaica. What update do you have about that?
Well, my brother, when I heard about that, you know, last year,
just like me,
November or December, it happened, it took place.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, the joy in my heart, I couldn't express that, because when you read the philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey, right, and you hear about the Black Star Line of Marcus Garvey, right, and you hear now what Airpeace has made possible, that since Nigeria has, since 1970, to be precise, established diplomatic relationship with Jamaica and still maintain a full functioning diplomatic mission there, an ambassador. Actually, we don't have an embassy in Jamaica, we have a consulate. That means Our ambassador is taking care of so many other countries within the Caribbean, yeah?
Oh.
But since 1970. So the relationship between Jamaica and Nigeria is so strong that it's a shocking thing that is being played down by people. People think that Ghana has more relationship than Jamaica, with Jamaica than Nigeria. Ghana don't even have an embassy in Jamaica. Nigeria, since 1970, we never stop having an ambassador. And you know what that means, to have an embassy in a foreign country. The money you're bringing into that country to pay an ambassador and the staff and maintain an embassy is some money, right? Yeah. So, but we've been doing that. Not only that, Nigeria paid Jamaican civil servant salary during our oil boom. I don't know if you've heard that a country is paying another country's civil servant salary. We did that for Jamaica. Yes, we did that. It's a fact. So that is something else. So when I heard about the flight thing, I was like, yes, Black Styler and Rise Again like air peace. Because the cheapest, let me tell you now, the cheapest visa fee I've ever had in my life is a visa fee from Jamaican embassy to get a visa from Nigeria to go to Jamaica. It's less than $20 for 3 weeks.
Whoa.
Yes.
That means we are going to travel Jamaica this year.
Yes. I never had that kind of visa fee in my life. Even one day in Kenya, when I spent one day in Kenya, I paid $50. But to go to Jamaica is less than $20 to get 3 weeks visa thing. Because they are almost begging you people, I beg, make una come now house. And we then I say, rather our people are going to London, to America, to Dubai, and Jamaica, the beautiful Jamaica. If you go to Jamaica, I was in Jamaica already, you know. When I went to Jamaica, when I went to the University of West Indies, the professor there in the Faculty of Archaeology said, Chidi, my dean, who taught me in Mona campus, he told me that his first salary as a lecturer was paid by the Nigerian government. So what I'm telling you is not fallacy, it's fact. We are in Jamaica and I like this. So when I was in Jamaica, when I work for street, I feel like say I did Nigeria. And that's how they feel. The temperament, the vibes, the way that they carry themselves, even some faces they go say, I don't see this guy face for Nigeria before. Some really, think stay there your yard or for Nigeria if you go Jamaica. Yeah. The way they flex. Yeah. And that's why we and them not always agree, because they're like two people who know themselves. Yeah. Nigeria and Jamaicans are like this. That's why when Priest Emmanuel, who is the founder of the Bobo Ashanti, you know, Rasta kind of temple or tabernacle, Priest Emmanuel sent 5 priests to Nigeria. They don't fit stay long now. They all enter Ghana, so run back Jamaica because Nigeria tough. Yeah, Nigeria is the toughest place in Africa. That's why if you ask anybody now, whether they're Catholic or Jehovah, when they say where Christ will come again, they go mention everywhere. They don't go mention Nigeria. Okay. But the funny thing about it is that Nigeria will be the salvation of Africa at the end of it, because they will say, can a good thing come out of where? Nigeria. Remember that talk in the Bible? Yeah, can a good thing come out of Nazareth? Thank you, my sister, Nazareth. That's so Nigeria day for the eye. They see us as every corrupt. They see us say with the chop person head every day. 419, that one is smoking. Say with the chop person head, self. That's so they see Nigeria outside Nigeria. Most places.
Okay, all right, nicely. Okay, how do you? Before we talk about the last thing. Let's talk about how you are getting support from the UK and the UE on all this foundation thing. How have they been supportive? The UK and the UK and the EU. EU, yeah.
Yes, of course. You know, but right now we have not put up any, because like I said, the foundation actually kicked off full momentum in 2019. Yeah, it was incorporated 2016 or 18. I have to and dates anyway, but it swung into action fully to 2019, right? Yeah. And yeah, we have achieved a lot of things. Like I said, we came out with the album, The Night Knows Rhythm, and we are incorporated in so many other countries in Africa. Like Kenya has a Greg Isaac Foundation, Ghana has a Greg Isaac Foundation, and Nigeria has one. Zimbabwe is on the process of incorporation, and Sierra Leone and Tanzania. So, but we have not. Yeah, there's only one project we did in UK that was last 2 years, Red Rose for Gregory. So we got support from different countries also within the EU to put that together, because the ambassador of Jamaica in UK London was part of that event. So yeah, you know, like I said, you know, they embrace this thing where they talk about reggae more than we for Africa. And you know that reggae music is now in the UNESCO's part of UNESCO's World Heritage music, right? Brought into there. So yes, EU and UN, they recognize reggae more than AU.
Okay.
More than African Union.
Okay, finally, let's talk about the Nigerian Reggae Festival. We had it in 2019 and I was there, down there at Oka. I was live there. Okay, let's talk about Nigerian Reggae Festival. What's next and when it is next?
Well, this is a very good question, Lieutenant John, because, you know, they say, until the lion has its own storyteller, the tale of the hunt will always glorify the hunter, yeah? So I have to tell the story of the Nigerian Reggae Festival as short as I can, because I know time is on the run. So we were supposed to host the next event last year, the second edition, to carry on the momentum that was gathered from the first. There wasn't, what we did in the first edition or the premiere of it wasn't even up to quarter of what we conceptualized and planned. But like you do know, we didn't get the support we were supposed to get, both from public and private sector.
Yes,
but we still got a little bit of pat back from the Anambra State government. We give them thanks for giving us, first and foremost, a very, very powerful venue.
The venue was massive.
You know? Yeah, and also they also supported us in so many ways. But this is, like I said, that was not even quarter of what we conceptualized to bring forward to the people of Oka. It was a free show. It wasn't a paid show. But we did everything we could to make sure that we turn on the sound on those 3 days. Yeah, no matter what. You know, we know what we went through personally, and also as a group, as a team, to put up that little show we put up in Oka. So we are looking forward to the next edition of the Nigerian Reggae Festival. We'll see if it can happen this year. I cannot promise anything. We are on it. And what I can say is that we just have to keep working hard behind and with you also, who is in the media, to see if we can get the proper support from both private and public sectors, because our youths are derailing, man, and they need to start hearing the message. Yeah, what they are playing in Nigeria, what they are promoting in 90% plus of the media houses is not what the African youths need in this time. Our youths are getting lost. There's a lot of crime in the system, in our system, kidnapping, killings, this and that. Why can't the Hausa and the Igbo man live together? Why can't the Yoruba and the Hausa and the Igbo man live together? We are all the same color. What is going on in our brain? Are we crazy? Don't you know that the next man are laughing at all? Look at them. Look at them killing themselves. You're telling me religion. What the hell is that, bro? You are my brother. You should first look at me and see that you are my brother, right? And know that we are connected with one blood. That's why the Rasta man said, one love, one blood, one unity. Yeah. So the public, if Nigeria want to fight crime first, if Nigeria want to go really towards unification, Nigeria should embrace the Rasta man and his music and his way of life. Nigeria should start thinking, rethinking what they are feeding our youth, both visually, audio-wise, and otherwise. We have the highest amount of churches in the whole world, but we have the highest amount of crime in the whole world. So it is not those shouting on Sundays and all those bowing on Fridays in the mosque. It is not that. It has not helped us. I have nothing against spirituality. Of course, some people need it. I went to a seminary school. I was supposed to be a priest, Catholic priest, but I knew that something was wrong, that I need to find really who I am as first and foremost, as a Black person, because all the God that they show me then are Oyibo God. That means I'm nobody or what? I started to fight to know who I am. How come Jesus Christ and God and angels, all of them are Europeans? And then whenever they show devil, they paint them black. Those things got me thinking. Those things got me thinking. Why is it that in the dictionary you see black male, everything black is bad? They say white gold, why?
No.
You know, but I know why now. That's why I'm patient with my people. I have to be patient and love my people because we have been abused. We have been abused. No race have gone through what we went through. So everybody have to be patient with his brother and his sister and know that it is the after effect, post-slavery syndrome. All those things are imprinted in our DNA. All those agony pains our great-grandfathers have suffered. We cannot escape it. It is in our DNA. It's been proven scientifically. Maybe you were not slave directly, but your lineage was slaved one way or abused one way or the other by the next people, by the Arabs and the Europeans. So Nigerian Reggae Festival has to be embraced. We are begging on the government, the corporate, public people. If we not want peace, if we not want to build our society, make una start listening to the Rastaman them and the music they bring to you. Not Afrobeat, not Ashawo, my girl, bling bling, this and that. Those things reggae are messing up our girls and our boys.
Yeah, it's reggae that has the message.
Yeah. The only 100% reggae station, Roots FM, no disrespect to Invicta FM, big up the whole of Invicta, the management and the team. Roots FM are forced to play 40% content. And I'm wondering, are there not enough local stations playing all those trash music already? Why you
let me bust your bubble. Let me bust your bubble. Invicta FM right here, Panda North, is the only radio station that have reggae night vigil twice in a week. We have all night. This show is going out all night. And I have to be the anchor every Tuesday and Thursday. The longest reggae hour on radio in the North is here in Invicta. So them
I know that Invicta made you come to our festival.
Yeah, man.
And you came down your own as a warrior. Yes, so I rate your station. I can't wait to come to your station in flesh, bone, and dreadlocks.
Wow.
I can't wait to come there, man. So tell your boss, your management, tell them say, we have love for Invicta.
We have the longest reggae hour.
We have to work together,
so
man.
Apart from Root FM, this is the second longest reggae hour.
Boom. Yeah, we love that. I've been rating. Hey, Greg Razik Foundation, Nigerian Reggae Festival.
Yeah, man.
We will always be your partner, man. We'll always be part of you.
Okay, we have Justina Habila on the line. She wants to say something.
All right, Justina, greetings, sister.
Greetings, one. Yeah, man. What a one.
Yeah, Stabby, good sister, me good man. Same. Give thanks.
Yeah, Chidi, I'm a fan.
Give thanks, honor. Hey, how patiently you've been here. You know, it's, you know, give thanks, man. I'm your big fan too now from today.
yeah, you're making sense, you know. So I've been listening and I'm a reggae fan. I love Jamaica. I love reggae because you've said it all. Reggae preaches, you know, when you're listening to reggae, you listen to music, you listen to sermon, they preach, you know. And you get it right there. You hit it on, you know, they hit it on the nail and, you know, you get it right there. So, thumb up.
Give thanks.
All right. Okay. Justina happens to be from Kaduna here, where we are talking to you from. She's a big reggae fan. So she always listens to us. So big up,
But you have to, the next flight is going in March. I don't know if you can make it to Jamaica. It's already scheduled.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why
It's
not?
take
I
up, because
will.
I was speaking with the High Commissioner of Jamaican Embassy, Ambassador Reed, last 2 weeks, and he told me about the next flight that is scheduled to move in March to Jamaica. They will take off from Nigeria, go to Ghana, pick up passengers from Ghana, fly to Jamaica, a round trip, and fly back. So you love Jamaica. See if you can still get a seat on that flight. The visa fee is very cheap.
I will.
Everything
Just keep me
very,
posted.
very easy for you. Yeah.
Keep me posted. I will. Just keep me posted. I will.
All right. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, RAS CHIDI, I think at this point, any last words? We're done.
Well, yeah, I say enough respect, love to Invicta Massive and family, and also fans, listening up like Sister Justina there. And all the fans of Invicta, keep it locked in. This is an authentic station, right?
Yeah,
like
man.
You don't know. They are just one step, one step behind Roots FM.
Yes, sir.
But they are my #1 stay, no doubt.
Yeah,
so
man.
all the youths in Nigeria, please, get back to know yourself. Know your roots and culture. Forget all those flashy things they are showing you. That is not life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get to know yourself. Read, try to, because in a world where information is just a click away, don't be ignorant of who you are as a Black person. Know your story.
Yeah, man.
Black culture, our story is not from slavery. Slavery interrupted our development. Our ancestors, when you go and read and find out that the wars of Benin, the ancient wars of Benin Kingdom is bigger than the wars of China. This is the kind of thing our ancestors did in Africa. Go and read about the Benin Kingdom. Go and read about Queen Amina of Zaire. Go and read about, Nefertiti. Go and read about the pharaohs in Kemet, where they call Egypt. Go and see Timbuktu, Mali, where they had the first university in the world. Go and see Ethiopia. Go and see Lalibela, the 100+ meters of church hewn under the rocks that was before anything Christianity anywhere in the world. You know that go and see the pyramids in Egypt, built by your ancestors, not Arabs, blacker than me and you. So you have a pride, you have every reason to be proud. You have a very powerful history or story. Let me leave history, because history now history kind of way you check out the history way it be. Our story. Yeah, they put his and Tori for end. Now his story, they tell us what it may be. They can't tell us, say, Mongo Park and Landa Brother discover our part of our country. And they read and growing up in Nigeria as my history book. And I was shouting when I found out that these things are crap. So enough love to all the people. Thank you so much for having me. I look forward to coming again. And yeah, big up yourself, Lieutenant John, yeah?
All right, okay, now we have another date. Can you remember? We will be talking about strictly Rastafarism. Yeah. So we'll talk and then fix another interview. It's a serious thing. We must get them educated.
Yes.
So our next stop of point will be talking about everything everybody needs to know about Rastafari liberty and everything about dreadlocks, and let's just educate them. So we will look out for maybe after Reggae Month. We'll look out for a date and then we'll come back and just talk about.
We have 2 more events coming up in Reggae Month. One is on Saturday again, the 20th.
Okay.
The last one will be, and on 20th it's African reggae strictly. So we are bringing in reggae artists from Africa. Okay. Rocky Daoumi, Grammy-nominated artist from Ghana, African Zimba, Nigerian artists with reggae, Vire in Kenya, and Kalisha.
Yeah.
The youth, from Lesotho, South Africa, who's living in the US.
Yeah.
And Blackout Jah is gonna be there, and Mr. Glennie. So it's gonna be an epic event on Saturday again. So, lock in again, Lieutenant John, and then I'll share the moment with you with all pleasure. And I'm looking forward to the next interview, out-of-view, whatever we call it.
Yeah, I will link up on Saturday live. I'll link up. So if there's any need, if there's
keep doing
any
the works, man.
Yeah, man.
Keep doing you're doing great works, I know that, but you might not know it, I may not see, but some youths are listening.
Yeah, man.
And they are getting awake.
Yeah.
Their weakness, you know, the revolution will not be televised. So
yeah,
don't think that the youths are not, they are listening. Keep doing it, and our ancestors are with you, stronger than never before.
Yeah, man.
So keep passing the message, doing the works, yeah?
Okay.
I'll be there with you, hopefully in spirit.
All right, so I'll be there live on Saturday, and if there is any update we need from you, we will not hesitate and bring you back to just tell us.
I'm there, man, bro.
All right.
Trust me. Every
time. For you.
Yes,
bro. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Bruce Divine. Anytime I'm looking at your face, you make my words a brighter place. Joy in your eyes, me not see no tears. Love is what you're giving me throughout the years. Every time you need me,
I will be there right there, I swear.
there is no faking, no heartbreaking. And like a volcano, this a true love is shaking, yeah. In tender caring, we are partaking.
Woman, it feels like big things are not in making.
Intoxication of a certain kind. I will admit that you suit my mind, yeah. Palpitation of another kind.